you know your phone is ringing. Answer the call, your phone is ringing.
Robert
Hello?
K. Flock has been shown.
Hey girl,
If you
what's
commit
up?
the crime, you
Yeah.
will do the time.
Happy early New Year, even though I have to work. Not on New Year's, but New Year's Eve, which is tomorrow. And also, happy Christmas to anyone that did not get to see my last video. I said it then, I'm going to say it again. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy everything. Okay, so tonight's topic, you know, guys, I am into hip-hop. But yeah, tonight's topic is about this young person here by the name of Kay Flock. Okay, so it's Kay Flock. Correction, Kay Flock. All right, girl, tune in. Okay, all right. So listen, like I said, the person name is Kay Flock. Correcting that. All right. So this person by the name of Kay Flock has been sentenced to 30 years in prison. So from what I seen, he was out there running amok, harming people, using weapons, and he got sentenced. He was originally sentenced to 50, but they gave him 30. We're going to look at what he did, but we're going to also look at what he did, what he said to the judge. Because my thing is, why you all out here and you bad enough to do all this? You want to boom, boom, pow, pow everybody. But when it come down to your actual punishment, then you can't hang? Baby, nah, it don't work like that. If you bad enough to do gangster shit, you gonna get the penalties that gangsters get. Bars! Oh, bars! If you bad enough to do gangster shit, you gonna get what gangster get. Yes, somebody call JT. Somebody call JT. That was bars, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at K-Flock. Try and give y'all, so y'all can read with me. I'm reading from MSN, I'm reading from Billboard, okay? This is written by y'all don't be mad. Deshania is spelled Deshenia Andrews and Ben Cockman. I'm not the best with names. Everybody know that. So this says drill rapper. He's a drill rapper. I don't know. Drill rapper Kay Flock sentenced to 30 years for gang violence as judge swats away intellectual disability defense. Now let me tell y'all something right now. What you're not gonna sit here and do is do sneaky mean shit, harmful things to society, and play like you're dumb. It don't roll like that. It ain't never rolled like that. Okay, Mr. Flock? So let's go ahead and look at what the judge said, and we're going to look at what he did. Drill rapper Kay Flock couldn't have headed the ruthless crew that terrorized Bronx with rampant gun violence because he has an intellectual disability, his lawyers argued. That was the only defense that they can come up with. And he wasn't too slow to do this. Look at my finger, y'all. Push, push, push. He ain't slow. Not if he can do that. No. And if he is, my degree, I have a bachelor's in criminal justice, okay? In that case, what he needs to be done is put away, like they're doing, because he's deemed a danger to society. So I don't know what kind of games that's trying to be played out here, but what we're not going to do is do crimes and run from the time, okay? You taking lives, you harming people, take your ass where you're supposed to be, with people like you. Don't run from your crew and your peers, homeboy. Stay with your kind, baby. That's how it rolls for y'all. I don't care who his family is. I don't know them. I don't know. What I'm telling you is that I'm a mama. And when my son was doing wild shit, I stayed on his ass because I don't approve of it. And that's what the mother, the father job is to do. So nobody has time to, and not everybody gonna be everybody mama or daddy. Not when they gotta raise everybody else. Stop trying to go leave your family and be somebody else's child. Stay in your fucking place. So Judge Louis Lemon, good job, Louis, rejected the 22-year-old PSA hitmaker's bid for leniency, sentencing him to 30 years in prison during a packed hearing in Manhattan federal court. The life of the street seems to be all you have ever known. That's sad and that's tragic, Lemon told the rapper, whose real name is Kevin Perez. Your crimes were extremely aggravating. You showed callous disregard for life, just like I just said. the judge said as Flock's teary-eyed friends and family looked on. And all that crying, y'all, mama, daddy, sister, auntie, brother, stop crying. What you crying for when he out there hurting people? You should have cried and pulled his ass to stop him from hurting people. We're not doing that. You taunted, you celebrated, and you helped create the culture of violence. And that is what this is about. We ain't doing that. I got a grandson coming up. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, not over here. A jury convicted Flock in March for his role in a gang-fueled Bronx shooting spree between 2020 and 2022. So, he's 22 today. He would have been what? 19? Oh, hell no. An upper Manhattan burst of gun violence that resulted in the murder of a 24-year-old Hernandez.
So
Let
guys,
me get
this
his victim
is the alleged victim on the screen because
Oscar Hernandez,
Mr.
the
Flock
victim.
was found not guilty in that, but convicted of 5 other charges. However, this is how it played down. According to police, Oscar Hernandez was inside a barbershop when the gunman opened the door and asked him, "What are you looking at?" When the victim went outside to confront him, the gunman opened fire. Hernandez was struck in the neck and back. He was later pronounced unalive at Mount Sinai trial. Police are asking for the public's help, which the picture shows clearly states that he was found not guilty for that, but guilty of other charges. Now, we're going to go back to what the judge had to say. I want to put something up for y'all. Listen to this. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said over a span of several years, the members of these gangs allegedly terrorized neighborhoods in the Bronx and Manhattan by unaliving and shooting other people. Through these charges, we will hold several side and third side members responsible. So, I guess they name it self side and third side members. I don't live there. Responsible for plaguing our communities with gun violence. NYPD Commissioner Keechant L. Sewell said the deadly nukes of gangs and illegal guns in New York City is a grave threat to public safety in our city. Combating this crisis in New York is top priority, and today's indictments are a step towards ridding our streets of violence, okay? So I'm telling y'all, they're getting tired of y'all shit. Okay. Now let's go back to the musician argued that he should serve just 10 years. He trying to tell the judge what the judge should give him behind bars rather than the whopping 50 federal prosecutors had asked for, and made the head-scratching claim that he couldn't have led the Southside DOA crew due to his purported disability. Court papers show anybody who knows how they work in authority levels as far as like gangs and things like that, they usually use the weaker person to do the street runs anyway. He knew better. He wanted to be a part of the crew. Okay. The prosecutor star witness, a fellow member of the crew, in fact, had managed Flock, his lawyers claimed in pre-sentencings. But Lyman was unconvinced that Flock suffered from intellectual deficit, citing that evidence showing the rapper's success in the music industry. He was one of the leading charges on the street, not the other way around, said District U.S. Attorney Jay Clayton's office. Over the course of less than 18 months, Flock and his fellow gang members engaged in campaigns of violence, deepening existing gang rivalries and instigating new feuds where none had previously existed. Dozens of people were shot at, injured, and even unalive during this short period of time due to the increased gun violence whipped up in large by Flock. Flock was convicted of racketeering, conspiracy, and various serious weapons and assault charges, but acquitted of the murder after the attorneys argued the December 16th shooting of Hernandez was done in self-defense. I don't know how they can start fights and act like they protecting themselves, but baby, if you can't defend yourself with your hands, shut your damn mouth. So he said he was at 18 is who he is not today. This time in my life has wisened me up, and you're going to get wiser.